Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. O'Connor and Company.
WMAL. 8:06 now. It's O'Connor and Company. Thank you for letting us be your wingman on this Tuesday morning in your nation's capital. Coming up in 30 minutes, Dinesh D'Souza, commentator, filmmaker, brand new movie out about the October 7th atrocities called The Dragon's Prophecy. I'm Larry O'Connor alongside Julie Gunlock.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Joining us right now, I'll be honest, he's my favorite of the Trump children. Don't tell the other two I said that, Eric. Although I have a soft spot for Barron, of course. Everybody loves Barron. Everybody loves the youngest. But Eric Trump is the executive vice president of the Trump Organization, husband, of course, to Lara Trump. And, we also love him. To be completely honest, it's because you're in charge of the Trump winery. And that's really ultimately all I care
Larry,
about.
I know you love the winery, and Julie, it's great to be on. And our secret is safe on the radio show. That your favorite child is me. So
yes,
I'm very honored, Larry.
Hold on. When you say the secret is safe, you're suggesting we don't have a lot of listeners, Eric, and I don't know how to take that actually.
Amazing. It's good to be on, guys. The winery is doing great, and it misses you very much.
Thank you. Brand new book, Under Siege, My Family's Fight to Save the Nation. It's on sale now. It officially hits on October 14th. This must have been hard for you to write, actually, to have to relive what you all have been through.
You know, it was hard. It was cathartic in a certain way. I never thought I'd, really be an author. But, I mean, guys, the things that they did to us, right, the things that they did to my father, the things that they did to our family, the 1,000 stories behind the scenes that no one ever saw on the front pages of the New York Times. And, they tried to impeach my father twice. They wrote dirty dossiers about my father and our family. I was the guy that was getting calls, from the FBI saying, I hear you have secret servers communicating with the Kremlin in the basement of Trump Tower. I mean, give me a break. They weaponized every attorney general. They weaponized every district attorney in every far blue district in the country. 91 indictments. They took us off of Twitter. They took us off of Facebook. They took us off of Instagram. I mean, 3/4 of your listeners, they turned down the dials. I mean, they raided Mar-a-Lago. They raided Melania's closet. I could go on and on for hours. They debanked us. They deplatformed us. I became the most subpoenaed person in American history, all because they wanted to destroy my father. They wanted to destroy our family, and they wanted to destroy, make America great again. And so I wrote the book. I started the book, call it a year and a half ago. And, this was before Butler had happened. And I named it Under Siege because our company was under siege. I was under siege, again, the most subpoenas ever. And then they tried to kill my father the first time. Then they tried to kill him the second time. Then you just saw what happened with Charlie Kirk. And so, but it's actually a beautiful story because at the end, we beat the deep state. We beat the crazy, mainstream media in this country. And our country is doing great for it, especially Washington, D.C., which has no more crime anymore, thanks to my father and the good work that the administration has done.
Eric, it really is astonishing as you lay that out, as you list the attacks that your family has been under. But has this brought you all closer? It seems that way, at least to the observer, to me, to a lot of people. Yeah. It seems like your family is so close, but have some of these trials that you've been through, has this brought you all closer together?
Julie, no question about it. I mean, they wanted to break us all apart. That was they wanted to destroy my father's marriage. I speak about that in the book. I mean, they certainly did that with the dirty dossier, right, which was paid for by Hillary Clinton, which just said unthinkable things that are really meant to disrupt a marriage, right? They tried to break Ivanka, Don, and I apart in so many ways. I mean, it was unrelenting. They wanted to see our family torn apart. I remember saying to my father, we came out of one of the trials in New York, right? He had just gotten convicted of 34 felonies. Since then, it's been totally overturned. We've won every single one of the cases. Yeah. And he said to me, he goes, Eric, I don't know how. He goes, honey, I don't know how, but we're going to win this thing. He meant overturning the trial. He also meant, obviously winning the presidency. And I said to him, I go, Pops, it's the White House or jail, for both of us. And we had never done a damn thing wrong. I mean, I'm a guy who's never gotten a speeding ticket. I'm a guy who works incredibly hard, about the most honest. No laptops from hell, no, prostitution as you've seen from counterparts in previous administrations, no drugs, no anything. I mean, I have two beautiful kids, believe in God, and, live a, awfully clean lifestyle. And yet, they wanted us all locked up. They wanted us behind bars. And that's the story that is Under Siege. And, the beautiful part of it is we won. We
Yeah.
won, and in such a devastating fashion, winning the popular vote, winning every swing state.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more proud of our fight.
The book by Eric Trump, our guest, is Under Siege, My Family's Fight to Save the Nation, and it's on pre-sale right now. The book hits next week, the 14th. By the way, big takeaway from this interview already, newsmaking. You call him Pops? Is that what you call him, Pops?
I call him Pops, and he calls me Honey. He actually jokes about it on stage. He goes, listen, I don't care.
I've
I don't
heard
care if
that.
he's 41. I'll always call my kids, Honey and sweetheart, and he's an incredibly affectionate guy. But the book went to #1 almost instantly on Amazon.
That's great.
Every category, and it's doing great, guys. I'm
I
incredibly
want to
proud of
ask
it.
you, and you keep reiterating, and you need to reiterate, and we try to reiterate because we try to be as positive and upbeat, and glass. Forget about half full; it's overflowing right now. There's a lot of great stuff going on. When you say we won, in the end we won. In the end we won. I get that, but the people who did this to you, James Comey and John Brennan, James Clapper and Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, and all the unnamed people who are still wearing the badge, still working in law enforcement. They haven't really paid a price at all. And in your mind, Eric Trump, what is that? And you're not a government official. You're not an elected official. You're just a guy that this all happened to. What does accountability look like to you? What do you want to happen here?
Well, I find it so ironic when everybody says, "Oh, they're weaponizing government," because to me, it very much looked like James Comey lied to Ted Cruz during the hearing. They're weaponizing government because they're going after James Comey. I go, excuse me, do me a favor. Anybody that says that, get a copy of the book and send it to them, and you'll see what the real weaponization of government was. As they literally are fining our company $600 million for doing absolutely nothing wrong. As again, they're calling up J.P. Morgan Chase and telling them, you stop banking the Trumps, effectively trying to put our company out of business. It's a disgrace. I mean, Hillary Clinton deleted 33,000 emails. They didn't do a damn thing to her, and she's joking about it, and the problem is in this country, it became, rules for thee and not for me. That's what was happening with the Democratic Party, and everybody knows it. And guys, I keep on saying it, and then at the end we won. The reality is the American people voted decisively. We won every swing state. We won the popular vote. Every state in the nation, tacked to the right. Miami-Dade, which hasn't gone Republican in 37 years, voted 11% for, overwhelmingly for my father, went Republican for the first time in almost 4 decades. And so the people spoke. There's only so many times that the Democrats can cry wolf before people understand our BS. They got away with it for a couple of years with Russiagate before that collapsed. They got away with it with the first impeachment, maybe even a little bit with the second impeachment. And then people stopped buying the fact that they were taking my father into a courtroom and charging him with 34 felonies for a $130,000 payment, of which he wasn't even a part of. The entire country rebelled against the nonsense, and they came out overwhelmingly. And by the way, guys, right now you have a mainstream media that's dead. You have independent voice that's bigger than ever before. It's one of the reasons you guys do so well, right? But the mainstream media in this, look at NBC, look at ABC.
Oh,
those channels are.
It's
my
suicide.
wife on a Saturday night, Laura Trump on a Saturday night on Fox News, is beating their midweek ratings on network TV by millions of viewers. It should tell you everything you need to know. Look at Joe Rogan and what he's been able to accomplish, right? And look at your success. The mainstream media is dead, so they can no longer be the PR arm of the Democratic Party. And so now my father's sitting there with the best cabinet ever. He has the House. He has the Senate. He has the Supreme Court. Obviously, he has the executive branch. He has a killer cabinet. He has a weakened media. And people whose eyes have been open to the nonsense over the last decade. And man, what a difference it is this term than second. This is like Trump on steroids versus.
It is. It's fun to watch. It is, and we're enjoying having a front row seat to it here in the nation's capital. Again, our guest is Eric Trump. The book is Under Siege: My Family's Fight to Save the Nation. The winery is the Trump Winery and Cidery, by the way, in Charlottesville. It's worth the visit for an overnight, and the wine is fantastic. Obviously, and we got to leave it there, sadly. But congratulations on the book. Good luck with all the pre-sales and everything.
Eric.
And thanks for writing it.
Julie, Larry, thanks, guys. Great to be back.
You bet. That's Eric Trump. Which of all the Trump, kidlings, the spawn, who do you think has the?
I'm going to always go with Barron because I have a soft spot because I'm the mom of teenage boys.
I was going to ask which one do you think is most likely to run for office, or do you think they've all? You think they've seen enough and they don't want to have anything to do with it?
I think Eric and Laura are a couple to watch.
Yeah. All right. I'll keep an eye on that. I mean, you're not going out on a limb there. Let's face
I
it.
know.
Kind of go-getters.
Just shoot. They're all kind of,
Anytime a Senate
successful.
anytime a Senate seat in America opens up in a state where Laura Trump has spent more than a weekend, it's like, well, Laura Trump is rumored to be running for that Senate seat.
Was she in Maine? Well, there you go.
It's 8:16.